Good morning, plebheads. I'm Neil.
And I'm Mr. fucking YouTube, baby.
This is your morning porn. Today's episode, The Last of Us Part 2, Delayed Indefinitely. Mr. YouTube, it happened. Last of Us Part 2 is delayed, allegedly, indefinitely, while the world sorts out this, since we're not allowed to say it, we'll just say very grave situation.
Yeah.
Jason Schreier reported earlier yesterday that, according to a Naughty Dog source, and Naughty Dog has since confirmed, as we see right here, and this is one of their Twitter posts, that they have decided to delay The Last of Us Part 2. So let's read the post first, and then we'll discuss it afterwards. As you've likely just seen, the release of The Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed. We're sure this news is just as disappointing to you as it is to us. We wanted to reach out to all of you in our community to give you a little more information. The good news is we're nearly done with the development of The Last of Us Part 2. We're in the midst of fixing our final bugs. However, even with us finishing the game, we were faced with the reality that due to logistics beyond our control, we couldn't launch The Last of Us Part 2 to our satisfaction. We want to make sure that everyone gets to play The Last of Us Part 2 around the same time, ensuring that we're doing everything possible to preserve the best experience for everyone. This meant delaying the game until such a time where we can solve these logistic issues. We were bummed about this decision, but ultimately understood it's what's best and fair to all of our players. We're hoping this won't be a long delay, and we'll update you as soon as we have more information to share. We wish you all, your families, and your friends the best of health. Thank you for being amazing fans and your continued support. Stay safe. Naughty Dog. So, I'm going to come right out and say it. I agree with this decision. I think it sucks, because I know a lot of people were looking forward to it.
So they want to have a worldwide launch on the release day.
Yeah. And
that's probably impossible.
Right now, yeah. There is a very, very real possibility that we won't be seeing total circulation delivery for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them for this decision, and I do feel as though this is the right decision right now.
Yeah, I just wonder if other things go into it too, like, having the game based on the end of the world infection, worldwide pandemic, coming out during said infection, worldwide pandemic. Hopefully not nearly to this level that they have in the game.
Yeah.
But I think also, they probably may not mention it, but I'm sure that's kicked around in some of their C-suite offices. Like, we're not going to release a game that basically is mirroring what happened here in the early stages. Sure, this was zombies and whatnot, turning people into, freakers and whatever they got running around in there.
Yeah.
But, you still have the same type of thing, right? And you look at the streets in New York, right, and they're like freaking ghost town, and then you look at this, and you got a whole bunch of, you got very few human people.
Yeah. And
it's a little bit eerie. I think that's going to play a part in it, too, is that it would be really bad timing to release it, and not just for shipping it here and shipping it there, right? So, realistically, this gives them an opportunity to pull it out of a May release, which would be an okay time frame, but you probably can put this back in November, release it in time for the holiday, and have... I don't know if we have anything really slated for the holiday this year.
Well, we have September. To my knowledge, we have
Cyberpunk in September, but if you put this in November, you're right on time for the holiday shopping season.
Well, even if you see this like in July, a month after Ghost of Tsushima, or even August, you're still okay.
Yeah. So you got Ghost of Tsushima in June, still. Allegedly. You don't really have anything in May right now. You're going to get Resident Evil 3 here. You're going to get Final Fantasy VII Remake, it looks like next week still. But, you're going to have a good 3-month chunk here with nothing. Yeah. Now that they've moved this out of there.
Yep.
Unless we're missing something. But until Ghost of Tsushima now, after Final Fantasy VII, we don't have any major titles. So it does give you a chance to clean up what you got, which is nice.
Yeah, we've got Doom Eternal, we've got Resident Evil 3 Remake, and we've got Final Fantasy VII Remake. So we have 3 relatively decent chunks of gaming to get through here, by June now with this game's delay.
Yep.
So,
and something tells me this is going to get a holiday time slot. That's what I'm going to bet it on. If they're going to delay it this close to being done, there's no point in then popping it out a month later.
Yeah.
We'll see if I'm right or wrong. I think you're going to see this at holiday.
For sure.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm 50-50 on the decision. I can understand it.
Yeah.
From a business perspective, and clearly, I don't know how you get things all over the world right now as it is. That's a challenge when things are going good, making sure everything kind of lines up with release. But right now, it would be really difficult.
Kind of a total disaster.
And they didn't ship this yet. They didn't get this made yet. So I think it's they're able to do it, and they're still able to say, okay, we can kind of pull back on this. We can make sure it's really, really right.
Yeah. So now
everybody's so focused. It is a good time to release games. With everybody sitting around looking for something to do.
Yeah.
But
hey, you have no excuse not to shrink your backlog now.
Yeah, you guys get your backlog cleaned up. If you want to get into Resident Evil 3 or Final Fantasy 7, you're not going to have this kind of looming over the top of it.
And honestly, if anybody from Naughty Dog ever sees this, to you guys, you really have no excuse not to have this be basically a perfect game.
Yeah, you're going to have tons of time here. Hopefully, when this launches, this is a top tier thing.
Yeah, we talk about delays all the time on this channel. I'm okay with them, provided that they're for the right reasons. And I do think that for safety, logistics, and even timing, I think that is a right reason.
Yeah, I think your timing here is a big factor in this.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it does suck. We are looking forward to this game. We've got some other ones, kind of on our plate. So I guess I'm not super upset. But I think when you get to the end of May, you might be cleaned up on some of those games. You'll probably be looking for something to do, and you'll probably be going back either to the indie circuit or hoping something else awesome came out that you can get into. But
yeah, for sure.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. So we'll see. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, Plebs, we want to know your thoughts down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed the news update, if you enjoy this style of video. And be sure that you are subscribed to the Balding Plebs and you click that bell for notifications, because we don't ever want you to miss a hot, steamy, juicy, soaking wet episode of porn.
You're welcome.